officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up? I got the car seat in the back. Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessing. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with someone else. Okay? It just will. That's how that goes. And trust me, I know it's ghetto. It is so ghetto being a baby mama, and thinking about multiple baby daddies is scary. But you and baby gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. So we moving forward, onward, upward. Okay. I know a lot of you are skeptical about talking to people with children, but I can assure you, the baby mamas now, today, we don't give a damn. You can have them. I have exited the rat race. I am not threats. I want you to be around for a long time, not a good time. You can hold my son, put him on your story. I trust his judgment.
Hey, yo. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, FRE, $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. Give me a second. I'm going to turn this fan off because this shit, because this stuff is amazing. What's up, everybody? We were just talking, like, I believe it was 2 weeks ago, about how to pick a baby mother, right? I feel as though what we didn't converse about is the signs that the woman that you're talking to, or what are the signs that the woman that you're talking to is probably going to be a baby mother versus the mother of your child. Meaning she's going to possibly try to milk you for money. She's going to cause drama. She's going to try to sleep with one of your friends. Are there signs in this Millennial Dating episode? I want to talk about and discuss with you guys. Are there signs that you can tell when this woman or a woman that you're dating is not worth dating, because you can end up in a bad predicament? For all those that don't know, we just played the Brittany Renner message for oh man, I just don't get it. I mean, the woman, to each his own, but the woman just had a kid with a guy who's an NBA player, and I believe she's getting something like $200,000 a month. Now, I mean, from NBA players, maybe that's not a big thing, but here's the thing. You definitely don't want all your business out in the streets. You don't want all your business out on social media. You don't want all your business out, because that causes a lot of headaches. And the crazy thing is that somehow, in some reason, there are so many women who don't understand that, yo, once you put something on the internet, it never goes away. Especially if you have a name, especially if it's something that goes viral. It never goes away. They still have viral videos from 1999 or 1990 that's still going around. But let's discuss it. Let me shout out some people who came out in the room already, because, man, back to back. Yeah, I don't know how to make this up, man. I don't know how to make this up. So let's shout people out in the room quick. I was grabbing a late night snack. Oh, yeah. Global Paper in the building. Brazil and die. Models and bottles. Investments and die. And where's the other one? Rooftops for life, man. We on the Aviator. It was good, man. Listen, it's getting to a point now. Well, we'll talk about it more. Let me shout out some more people, man. Jaru has hits for days. I didn't even see that last night early. Antonio Miller, what's up, man? Mike Larry, I had 2 kids and got that vasectomy quick. God damn, boy, I ain't. That's above and beyond, my brother. That's above and beyond. Bad Boys, the #1 hit like old time. Ooh, I don't know. Def Jam is pretty. I mean, uh, what's that called with Suge Knight? Death Row is pretty big, man. Streets are hot in Colombia, man. Yeah, I hear. And King in Dreams, King James in the building. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? All right. So let me get back to who has said that? Let's get back to this whole topic. D Smith, what's up, man? Marcus Markey, what up? Appreciate it, man. Listen, social media has created something for women who want drama that they can be idolized and watched so much, right? When a woman in America, in the United States, now here's the thing. In the United States, and we have to talk about the United States because this doesn't happen, to my knowledge, anywhere else in the world. I'm not even sure if this happens in England or Canada or places that are not like second or third world countries, like first world countries. I don't think this happens anywhere else in the world where celebrities or athletes or even the average baby mother or child's mother feels like she needs the attention of the world to make a man either look or feel bad. I mean, let's just go with this particular topic right here. Okay, so let's say you're getting the money out of this guy, right? Why? At what point? This is why I don't know. At what point does it make sense to stress out the guy who's working in a field that he needs to be fully concentrated on to make money for your kid? In what world does that make sense? Yes, I understand there are emotions and stuff like that, but in what world does that make sense? So come on, fellas, let me know in the ladies, if you're here too, let me know in the chat room what are some signs that each of us, because we're gonna have a conversation. Like I said, the 30-minute mark, I'm gonna put the link in the room, but we're gonna have a conversation on what are some things that you need to look for while dating a woman to know that this is a sign to run. And the reason why I say to run is because if you think you can just handle being intimate with a woman, and it goes to the point where maybe you're not using protection anymore because you feel so comfortable with her, you really need to look at the other situations. Like, is she believable? Like she's going to take a birth control pill if something happens? Would she have an abortion if it gets to that point? Is this woman desperate for money? Does she have more to gain from having your kid than to lose? And is this woman mentally stable? These are some questions that I personally ask myself before I go into a woman unprotected. Like, and also one of the top questions for me is, can this woman take control of my monetary status if I slip up? I mean, it's just so crazy, man. Custom Made, what up, man? Go, damn, man, that was a dope vibe, man. Shout out to DJ Chisel because he the one that told me about that part of the Miami Beach. And that part of Miami Beach is mostly Cubans and Colombians and Russians, just in that corner. All of like the wild ghettoer and crazy stuff is more towards the middle of South Beach. That's the end point. So yeah, it definitely was dope. DC, what's going on, man? Elbow call. Yo, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, this is getting crazy. Freddie, what's up, man? Always finish down the gillet. I got to get more details on that one. What's going on, Rico Lazo? Shout out to you, man. I'm just the average person, man. That's all I want people to know, that I'm the average person. Does she always use systems in life? That's a good point. Here's the thing. A lot of guys feel as though if you date a hood chick, right, who's getting like help by the government, who is using the systems to benefit from, you kind of feel like if I have a kid with her, she's already in the system, they're just gonna take from that. Here's the thing what a lot of guys don't think of. If you are a bigger breadwinner than all of her other baby fathers, then you are going to be the lead person she goes after for the money. It doesn't matter if she has two baby fathers who might be in and out of jail. It doesn't matter if she has one baby father who works at McDonald's and then one other baby father who works at Wendy's and they don't make that much, but they are there for their kids. If you, the third baby father, make more money than the other two, that's another thing you want to check out, because yes, if she works the systems, she will know how to work you, man. Another thing to check out with, man. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it, man. Rio, appreciate it. You should go to Venezuela, bro. For me right now, I don't think that's a great thing, because I'm building my legacy and I'm building wealth. Right now, Venezuela is doing very, very, very it's very, very rough. And yeah, I could go there and show you, I guess, my experience, but I don't feel as though it's a place that I want to go right now. But you should check out Ace Live's videos. He's been in Venezuela, like actually in Venezuela, crossing the border, and he has some great videos. You check him out, man. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Another thing is this, y'all. All right, when you knocking a chick down raw, right? When you knocking a chick down raw, when you decide to be intimate with a woman in an unprotected fashion, there's going to come to a point where if she doesn't tell you to pull out, if she doesn't ask, well, if she doesn't say that she's on birth control or some kind of pill or something, she's automatically expecting that you are going to take responsibility no matter what she chooses. It doesn't matter what you guys agreed upon. It never matters what you guys agreed upon. She's gonna assume that you're ready to take whatever chance she takes because you're going raw. Now, here's some things I feel as though you can check for before going raw on a woman to see if she's going to put you in this situation. And these usually apply for the celebrity chicks you see or the average chicks as well. If a woman has no kids or one kid and comes from a wealthy, not a rich, a wealthy family, meaning her mother has houses, her father and her mother have lived together, their family. She has maybe siblings who both have careers and are entrepreneur careers, but are wealthy, like executives and stuff. Well, that woman may be unlikely to really cause you to put you in the same situation as the basketball players in right now. If a woman has no kids and she's over 35, odds are that she probably doesn't really want kids. However, even in certain situations like this, you have to make sure that she has a career. You have to make sure that she maybe wants to travel and do stuff that doesn't involve her having kids. There are always signs that that show you that this woman will put you in a rut. Let me see. Where does she get her influences from? Where does she get her leadership from? Is she watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta saying, "Oh my God, I just love the way Nene Leakes or the way Tamar Braxton operates and stuff"? That's like a negative sign. If she's getting her leadership and her inspiration from celebrities, that's a big negative sign. Also, now no offense, but this part of it. Also, if you're going to go raw in a woman, right? Ask her about her upbringing. Was her mother and father together? That's crucial. How many siblings does she have? That's crucial, because here's the thing. If this woman that you're risking to go in raw has a mother who has 4 or 5 kids, and she has 5 or 6 siblings, you have to understand that she's probably taking some mental pointers from her mother, and that could put you in a bad predicament. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say, if she has more than 4 kids and she's not clipped, don't even go raw on her, man, because that's automatic child support, bro. That's just automatic putting you in a situation you shouldn't want to be in. That's like an automatic rule. If she has more than 4 kids, I don't care what age she is, I don't care how much money you think she has. If she has more than 4 kids, and it doesn't matter if they all from the same kid, from the same father, nothing. If she has more than 4 kids and she's not clipped, don't go wrong on her, because you're gonna be in a bad predicament, man. Like I said, we're just having this conversation as men, because and there's some women in this room, because this is a conversation I need to make sure that my son, when he grows up, he's able to. I'm going to have the same conversation with him, but at the same token, if I'm not here, at least he'll have this video to know. Listen, there are certain factors that women come with that show you it is most important that you don't go in there raw, because once you start going raw, you're not going to be able to control yourself. You're not going to want to put another condom. You're not going to want to go back to going condoms. Secondly, after you've been raw for a couple times with her, you're going to start leaving it in there, and then it's going to be bad. It's just going to be bad. D. Smith says, my advice is get the procedure and don't ever have kids. I have 4 kids and I'm a good father, but I wouldn't recommend it. I'm not going to go as far as saying that you should get the procedure, but I would not have kids, because kids are an exciting part, even when they're tough to deal with, or even when they want to be, whatever, a teenager or not. It's still a joy. It's still a joy in it. So for me, I wouldn't say get the vasectomy and nothing like that as a guy, because I don't know. I'm not until you maybe after you have 4 kids, maybe, but even then, it's like, why? You know what I mean? Just be careful with the chicks you choose. Or Love and Hip Hop, yes, or Love and Hip Hop. That's another thing. She watches Love and Hip Hop or any of that stuff on the regular. If she even watches reality TV like the Kardashians on the regular, there's a big chance that she's not going to be the woman that you want to risk going in raw. I'm just keeping it real, fellas. I mean, I'm not here to offend any women. I'm just giving you my perspective as a single man, as a millennial single dating man. And this is what it comes to, man. Like, for those that that just walked in, we'll play it again because there's 27 people in here now. But come on, fellas. What kind of situation you want to put yourself in?
Y'all. It's officially stepdaddy season. Yeah, what up?
The kid is not even born yet.
Let's go to the park. Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy block your blessings. I know in theory it sounds good keeping the same person to have kids with, but that's insanity as well. So if it doesn't work out with them, it'll work out with someone else.
Like, it just... I mean, listen, y'all. It don't matter how she looks. It doesn't matter how she looks. What matters is what are you willing to give up? Are you willing to give up 40 to 60% of your income because you've seen a woman who was just blew your mind and looked so amazing, you just wanted to get inside, or someone that you kind of trusted for some reason? Bro, like, I have been lucky to not have to go through that. You know what I mean? I've been lucky now, and it's not over yet. Like, my daughter still has 4 more years before she turns 18. My son has 13 more years before he turns 18. But I feel as though I put myself in a position where I don't have to worry about that. Knock on wood. I mean, I don't know if it ever happens, but I feel as though I put my position in. I just want you guys to know that, like, it's bad out here, fellas. It's and we're at the point now in the United States that no matter how good the lawyer is as a guy, you're coming out. You're going to have a rough time trying not to end up in a situation like this. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Jim's right here. Z-Back, what up, man? King of Dream says, modern day women think that this behavior is acceptable. Men have to stick together and get that caping mentality out of us. These women need to be held accountable. Here's the thing, though. In the United States, it will never happen. See, the United States is a place where the only place really where women have a general advantage in courts when it comes to kids. If you go to the DR and you're a man who's from the DR, the women don't have the same advantage. If you go to Brazil and you're a man from the Brazil, the women don't have the same advantage. The same thing is in Jamaica or Haiti. It's not the same advantage, and that's what people don't understand. Some people have a hard time understanding. It's never going to change for the better for guys in the United States. So the only way to stop yourself from getting in this situation, because once you're in the situation, now you just feel as though I got to deal with it, and you stuck. But if you can avoid the situation, if you look on the title, the best defense is the offense. The best way to avoid being on child support, having a baby mother that's going to put all your business out on social media, is stopping it when you go to meet a woman right away. There's always signs, fellas. Don't say, well, I can look over that. I can look over that. Give a woman 2, not 3. Give a woman 2 strikes. 2 strikes before you even consider going raw when you sleep with her. Give her 2 strikes of signs and say, okay, these 2 strikes are the strikes you have to show me that you are not some future baby mother or some kind of ghetto mess that's going to mess you up. And if she does something once, like if she makes a big scene in public, if she makes a big scene in public over something that you feel as though is small, and let's come on, fellas, we got to be realistic here. If we know small and big arguments, if she makes a big scene in public over something that you think is small, that's 1 strike. That's 1 strike. Don't let that go past you. Don't let that go over your head, fellas. That's 1 strike. Secondly, if she reacts emotionally to something and lets out, or if you see her like not wanting better for herself, that's the 2nd strike. She's out of here. Because if you continue past that 2nd strike and you're having sex with her raw, you're gonna end up getting pregnant and going in a bad situation. Captain Saberho, what's going on, man? Was her mother there? Yes, that's perfect point, DC. Was her mother there? Everyone talked about MIA, missing in action dads, but missing in action moms means she's not able to know how to mother. That is a great point. That's one of the points I said. Was her mother and father together? I didn't even mention the fact that if a mother or father wasn't there, because when a father is not there, a woman is going to have some bad traits, but some of them you can get over. When a woman doesn't have a mother there, you really have to be careful. You really have to be careful because there's a lot that comes with a woman that wasn't raised by a woman. It's a lot of situations that come out of that. Earn Money says, if I go raw, she's getting the love lotion on her body. See, that's what I'm saying though. Here's the thing. When you started off like that, where you just like, I'm just gonna pull out and stuff like that, and then a woman and you start to get comfortable, it's always a point where the slip happens. It's always Earn Money. I believe you if you say it, but maybe not. But if there's a woman that you're having sex with unprotected and you're pulling out, if you're having sex with her for more than a month, there's no way you pulled out every time and didn't get any inside of her. Never. It's never that fact. Maybe she wasn't ovulating. Maybe she didn't get pregnant. But that's a lot of maybes that you shouldn't want to do because the situation is bad. If you haven't pre-checked it first, man. Let's see. If she jokes about OnlyFans or takes a lot of selfies, there's an attention problem. Okay. See, this OnlyFans one is getting a little bit tough to decide because I don't know. I right now at this point I can't fathom or say that if she has an OnlyFans, she definitely is not going to be. She's definitely going to be the mother to take you to court and take your money. The reason why I can't say that is because I do know a couple women with OnlyFans who have kids and their kid fathers are not on child support, and I see them interacting like casually. So I won't go as far as saying that she has an OnlyFans or takes a lot of selfies. I don't know, but yes, you can. Attention problem can also be a big problem. Also, I'm gonna fall. Hold up. So true, Fred. What's going on? So true. I've lived it, Flyboy. And see, that's the thing, Fred. A lot of us, and no matter how much we talk about this, a lot of us don't really get it until it happens to us. You know what I mean? There are some of us that can actually listen to somebody say something and say, all right, I'll check those signs. And it may save one of us. But a lot of us, sometimes you don't get it till it happens, man. But, it's tough. Captain Saberho, fresh brother. Tariq Hill himself literally said he is scared to celebrate his touchdowns because he doesn't want to get fined. He got 3 kids and barely keeping up with child support. That's tough, man. That's tough that it gets to the point where, but see, like, here's the thing. I don't know his situation. That's what I will say this. But I will say this in general. The first time, it's a mistake. The second, the third, the fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and whatever it's a choice. If you make that choice, that's on you. I don't feel sorry for anybody that makes that choice after the second time. The first time, we can try to prevent it, but fellas, come on now, everybody. The first time, you might end up with 3. You might end up with 2 kids. It's just the first time. You can't really. Nobody ever gets. Most people don't get it right on the first time. But that second, that third time, you made a choice. So it's if they're not all by the same mother, hey, it is what it is. Fellas, trust me. Let the other cats have the babies, and you can make them your lady, your wife. Will never go broke. I hear what you're saying, D. Smith, but it's different because, like I said, you have kids, so you know the feeling of what it's like. A lot of other guys don't know the feeling sometimes yet, so I wouldn't say that. Philly Don in the building. What's going on, man? Philly Don's in Haiti doing some big things right now. Make sure you guys check out his channel, man. Him and Ace is doing some big things in Haiti right now, showing some parts of Haiti I've never seen before, that no one's ever showed. So you definitely want to check them out too, man. What to do? Okay. Yo, listen. Earn Money could probably tell you guys more about the situation in the DR being similar to the situation in the United States, where there are a lot of women who understand that as a United States citizen, you're going to have more money. Now, here's the thing. You're not going to pay what you would pay in the United States if you get a woman from the DR pregnant, but the headache may be worse. Or it may be not worse. It may be as bad as it would if you get a chick in the States pregnant. The headache may be bad. And yes, you're going to pay some money, but it's not going to be nowhere near what you would pay in the States. But you still want to check 2 strikes. Don't give a woman 3 strikes. By the 3rd strike, it's too late. Give a woman 2 strikes to show you that there is something that's showing she's more of a baby mother than the mother of your child. And after those 2 strikes, let her go, man, because anything after that, you accept it. D. Smith said, we about to put the 30-minute mark. We about to put the link in the room. So if anybody want to come in and just discuss the topic, you can join in real quick. Let's see. The only way to stop the situation is not having kids. Don't worry, they'll probably already have 1 or 2 yet. It's tough, man. Let me put the link in the room for you guys. Anybody wants to join in telling these stories or giving any advice to anybody, because like I said, these conversations we have on days like this and Money Talk Mondays, and no offense, but these are all conversations, and I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm just saying we're regular men, and some women in here just having conversation and learning from each other. So let me add to the room. Let me add to the room. Share. No, hold up. Stop sharing. Invite. Clipboard. I'll post it in the room right here. If anybody wants to join. And I'm going to turn this fan back on because I'm hot. All right. Let's see where we stopped at. We stopped at D. Smith, right? Watching from Haiti. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, make sure y'all hit up make sure y'all hit up Philly Dom because he got some great content that he's been putting out lately. He always put out good content, but he been putting out some dope content we don't used to seeing. Kings of Dreams say, I agree, bro. The laws here in North America are terrible for men, and women have been using it to their advantage. What I am saying is watch for these red flags ASAP. Yes, 2 strikes, fellas. 2 strikes. Not 3, not 4, not 5. 2 strikes. After the second strike, whatever comes after that is going to be your fault because you got the 2 strike rule. Trench, what's going on? I am proof. You gotta do it. Wait, I'm proof. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Flick still like they point. Listen, man. Listen, everyone. I'm proof. You gotta do it. Flick it still like the point. I don't want to wish bad on anybody. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is it works. Shit. All I'm saying is it works until it doesn't work. That's what I'm saying. It works until it doesn't work. I'm not risking it not working. I'm not risking it not working because I understand what North America, what the United States rather, puts people through, man. And I haven't seen anybody like this. Is not the crazy thing that this is not a big topic in Canada. This is not a big topic in anywhere in Europe. I've been hearing this is not a big topic in anywhere around the world where guys are really at this level getting jukes for their money, like in broad view. Like this woman she came out saying that I'm going to jukes a guy for his money. Then met a guy, jukes him, and now is talking about I'm going to jukes him. And even if she's just playing, it's certain things you don't play about. And I don't feel as though one thing that you play about is telling a man, telling the social world, telling everybody in the world that, and even if you hurt, and you don't play, telling the world that they can be the stepfather for a kid that you literally just had a month ago or 2 months. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, man, it's out here. Look at how well she gets along with her sisters. That's a good point too. A little bit because I do know some women who have sisters who the sisters are just ain't about nothing, and she might have been the good one. But yeah, that's a good thing too, man. That's a good thing to look at too. I don't know if that's a strike, but that's a good thing to look at. Gotta learn. Listen. Have no kids because I didn't want a crazy or gold digger baby mom. It's a thing like I said. I don't think that I could have ever went through life without having kids because the feeling I get from having my kids is and even when it's frustrating. It's like there's no feeling like it when you see them and you think they wasn't going to be as smart as you thought they were going to be, and then they end up being like very wise, or you thought they was going down a bad path, and then as they get older, they change and start going down a more steadier path. That stuff it makes you, for me, it puts a little something. So yeah, but still, man, it's crazy. Barber World TV is in Tanzania. Is you finna go to Africa for some Sisters Fresh? Here's the thing for me about Africa. I definitely plan on going to Africa in the future. Maybe when I get when I retire and when I have time to go for the month, like I want to go. Unless this YouTube Black thing works out where I can use the YouTube Black connection in Africa that they have to travel to Africa and start to network with the other creators in Africa. as United States citizens, we came off, most of us black people, maybe it's either our father or mother, maybe we're half and half, maybe we're Native American, maybe some of us are African. But we came off of a boat, right, from Africa as slaves. At no point did anybody in Africa fight to get us back to Africa from the United States. We came to the United States and created our own culture. So when we created our own culture allowed us, and the United States culture allowed us Black Americans to be, on the majority part, more wealthy and more financially educated than blacks back home in the world. So when people say I'm in a rush to get to the motherland, I don't feel the same way, because I feel as though we have a closer bond with the people, with the blacks in Brazil, with the blacks in Colombia, because we all came off the same boat. Even some blacks in the Caribbean, like Haiti, or some blacks in Dominican Republic, or some blacks in Puerto Rico. We have a closer bond because we all came off that same boat. So when people say, "Are you going to get back to Africa?" I'm not really in a rush. I'm going to get there because I want to see what it's like. But it's not like I got to go to the motherland. It's not how I feel. Let's see. I'm going to Zimbabwe next year. Nice. KG, are you finna vlog out there? Oh yeah, King James definitely gonna vlog out there. They don't have to pay child support in the DR like in America. That's what I was saying earlier, Earn Money. Like, if you're from the Dominican Republic, right? If you're a Dominican man and a Dominican woman takes you to court, the situation ain't the same as in the United States. Even if you're an American man and a Dominican woman takes you to court, she may get the money, but she's not gonna get what she would get if she was living in the United States. So it is different, man. But even with that, the headache is part of the we us guys usually just think of child support as the end-all situation. But as you can see from the situation with Brittany Renner, sometimes it's the stress that can cause from her acting out in public, and you don't want that either. You don't really want that either. Yes, sir. I'm working hard to finish school so I can start traveling. I'm tired of being in the same place. See, that's what I like when I tell people. Like, a lot of people see my channel, and some people think it's a travel channel, but it's not really a travel channel. It's an options channel. It's a channel to show you options from the Black man's perspective. And I feel as though the only way you can really have options is if you prepare yourself. If you're just traveling the world and you're not building wealth, and you're not building financial education, like Captain Saberho says, he's working hard to finish school, then you're going to get to a point where maybe you're not able to travel and you don't have anything built. But I like people who focus on building stuff before they travel or while they're traveling. That's awesome, King. I mean, that's awesome, Captain. Let me see. Again, I have 4 kids. I'm a great father. There are so many women that have kids, and you can help them get the procedure. It's different. It's different, man. It's different. Surrogate dad. Here's the thing. It's a different feeling. Like, for me, my daughter is not biologically my daughter. I love my daughter to death, but I've been there since my daughter turned 2 years old, and her father is rest in peace. Her father's not alive. Her biological father's not alive. So I've been there. I've been there since she was 2. It's a difference than raising a kid that has a father that's still around, or raising a kid that has a father that's alive and just not in the kid's life, because she knows that she or he would know that father is out there somewhere still, and there's still so it's a big difference, D. Smith, from raising a kid who you're the main male in their life, and there could be nobody else, versus raising a kid who has a father or something. There's a big difference. I mean, or raising a kid that's your own. It's a big difference. Don't get me wrong. Children is God's blessing. Yes. Shout out to Milano the Travel Boy in the building. Guadalajara, Mexico, October 7th. That's right around the corner, y'all. That's right around the corner. And all I'm going to say is I may be going somewhere in October also. I'm not telling people where because I want to make sure I get to the place before I mention it. But I might be going internationally October, the second week. Just recall that. If anybody's watching, recall that. Just uploaded some new Thailand videos. We definitely gonna check that out. Make sure y'all check out Millennial Travel Boy Adam. It doesn't cost to subscribe to anybody. Just like, subscribe, check out his videos. I'm gonna check out that after this right here. The periodic chirping in your house. Do you have a smoke detector, low batteries? Big facts, Chris. And I'll be lazy. I'll be lazy, man. I should have been changed them, but I'll be lazy. Pre-pandemic. Okay. Big up Milano, Medellin. Okay. Kings and Dreams, I appreciate it, bro. Okay. Let me see. Anybody else have any more comments? Because we're gonna probably end this early. I just wanted to get that off. This is like the last time we talked about something similar to this, and I just want to let you guys know, man. Listen. Don't end up. Hold up. Let me see. Do you have to have credit, or can you just get by with the down payment? What are we talking about here? Do you have to have the credit, or can you just get by with the down payment? I don't know if you guys are talking about in the room or are you speaking to me, DC, but let me know. But remember, fellas, listen, it don't matter how good she looks, man. It doesn't matter how good she looks. It doesn't matter if, maybe she's in the scene and nothing like that. Like, you don't want to end up with something like this, man.
Hey, y'all. It's officially stepdaddy season.
Like, come on, like, did you hear what she just said? Look, she just had a kid. Even if she is playing, you don't play like that in the public eye when you know people are watching you, and you're trying. Even if you hate if you hate your new baby father of 1 or 2 months, you don't go and play like this, even if you want the attention.
It's officially stepdaddy season.
Come on.
Yeah, what up?
And the stuff. Car seat in the back.
Don't let your baby mama or your baby daddy work.
Yo, listen, man. I don't know if there's anything else we can say, man. I hope this really settled in somebody's mind. Somebody in this chat room right now might be sleeping with a woman, and into the part where where you want to go raw and you want to be intimate with her, but she's already giving you 2 strikes already, showing you that she can end up being something like this or worse. Let this conversation that we having as men right now, or as women in the room, let this conversation ring in your ear the next time you think about going raw on her, because yo, the stories. Everyone in the room has a story. It's at least 1 person or 2 people or 3 people in the room that has a story about a crazy situation, either that they got out of or that they're in. Yo, it's just like a friendly reminder to say, yo, really think about it before you go inside and shoot the club up, man. Really think about it. Oh, when buying a home overseas, do you have to have credit, or can you just get by with a down payment? Neither one. When buying a house overseas, in most countries, you need to have the entire amount of money. Now, I don't know about London and I don't know about Canada, because those are more second, first world countries. But anywhere, Mexico, Costa Rica, Brazil, Colombia, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, you have to have all the money in cash in order to buy the place. Now, the way you buy a place may differ. If you want to learn more about buying a place in Dominican Republic, Tailor-Made Dreams, he has an actual video or different videos that he talks about it. He has bought a place over there. If you want to think about buying a place in Colombia, if you go to Ace Live video, he did an interview with a guy who bought a place in Colombia. Where I'm giving you info on people who actually own in other countries. You know what I mean? Me, I'm in the process of saving and stacking to buy in Mexico. But There are people who own in Colombia. There are people who own in Dominican Republic, and every single time you need to have all the cash. And cash doesn't have to be actual physical cash. It can be you took money out of your home equity or as your home as a refinance or home equity line of credit. Those work also. Yeah, that's a no. Stepdad season, joke or not, it's idiotic. Yo, listen, man. Yo, there are times, right? Here's the thing. Some of us guys like myself, even myself alone, even myself, like I told people before, I just about my last month, I just got tested for all my STDs. And it's always nervous getting the results. It's always nervous. I don't care if you the cleanest guy. I don't care if you wrap up all the time. It's always nervous. But that nervousness, and then finding out that I'm negative across the board, that nervousness is what I need to make sure I don't go out and sleep with a bunch of chicks raw for another 5 months. Now, after 4 months, it may get a little bit tough because I may start forgetting about that. But that's the same situation as when you see, as right now, when you see somebody having a baby mama situation like this, it reminds you the next time that you are about to sleep with a chick, yo, I don't want to end up like that guy I seen on Instagram. I don't want to end up like that. And that's what these shows are for. They for people to point it out, yo, I don't want to end up like the guy that's paying 40, 50% or 60% of his money to his baby mother who is still putting all their business and being out there like that, man. Step Daddy season equals simp season. It's the after woke man. Now here's the thing though. There are guys who probably have enough money to play around with that. That's not my thing. There are probably guys that have enough money to say, you know what? I want to disrespect this basketball player by making this woman feel like I'm a simp because I'm spending some money on the kid and spending money on her just so I can knock it down and then I'm going to go. And that situation happens too, but it's crazy, man. Like Chris Brown said, these hoes not loyal, bro. It's different. It's one thing. It's one thing not to try to take a man for his money, but when you have a kid with a guy, women don't understand. Like for a man, look, here's the thing. If I, as a man, I understand if I have a kid with a woman, right? I don't want, no matter how much of a whore, no matter how much of a slut or a gold digger she is, I don't want to put her business out in the public because you know what that does? It makes me look worse. It makes the man look bad because now I'm saying, oh, she's a whore. She does all this. She ain't got no job. She don't put no money in nothing. If I put all that out there, what they look like? Well, you chose her. That's your baby mother. Now a guy's gonna go out and be like, okay, now I know she don't have no money, so I'm gonna go over there flashy. I'm gonna slut bucket her out, and then I'm gonna make this guy here who's talking all that stuff look bad. But women, they don't think like that. It's not. They don't have the logic in them. Most of them. Not gonna say all women. They don't have the logic in them to think like, oh shoot, that's all. That's all people gonna do. Situation, man. Also, if she likes being petty, man, yeah, you gotta worry about. But it's a little bit hard to find out. Actually, it's not really hard to find out if a woman likes being petty. You just gotta watch how she moves around people. You gotta have credit, and you have to get a bank in America to finance or pay in full, no down payment. Yeah, I don't like. Earn Money does know some stuff about I think the DR, right? So he might be able to tell you, but I know from my experience, I haven't seen another country that finances you. Maybe you can get a bank in America to do it, but I haven't ever seen the country to finance you. And right now, America is having. I think it's gonna have a hard time in the United States trying to get somebody to finance your property somewhere else with everything that's going on. I think you're gonna have a hard time. Yeah, Santo Domingo. I'm gonna get an Airbnb property in Manatee. That's a good start, and I'm gonna start building off of that. Yeah, Airbnbs. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of brothers that have Airbnbs in Medellin and different parts of DR, and they rent them out like that. So that's a good start to get used to how things are. But you definitely eventually want to own at least one place. At least one place. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Itinerary Barry says, I brought my condo in Cabarete and I'm doing pretty well. That's dope. Like I said, look, see, DC, there's a bunch of brothers in the DR who already have places, and they can definitely get you the info that you need to feel comfortable before making the decision. One thing I tell everybody is that if you're going to buy internationally, talk to as many people as possible. As many people as possible, because that's the biggest risk you can do. Second thing I say, get a realtor. So talk to people and get a realtor. Get a realtor on your own. Now, if somebody suggests some, don't take the first one. Take maybe the second or third one, but definitely get the realtor. Because the thing is this, y'all. Right now, and I know this is not Money Talk Mondays, but we over 30 minutes. So right now, the United States is printing more money than any time in history. There's going to be a time when this money stops printing. There's going to be a time when it's not easily accessible to refinance your house, to take money out. So if you are really considering buying something internationally right now, you need to take as much money out as you can right now and go do it. Because if you plan on waiting until next year or the year after, or by worse, when the president switch, because they're going to switch next. If they don't switch, it's going to be crazy. But if they do switch in 2024, then you're going to want to make sure you took all your money out there, because the money's going to stop. So yeah, I would suggest anybody doing that and do it now for the future. Some countries have banned Airbnb. Philippines, I hear something like that. Yeah, I hear some countries have banned Airbnb, but it's still possible. It's still possible. There are ways around it. Can't go to the DR, the mosquitoes love me. Captain's crazy. Itinerary value. Definitely, man. All right, fellas. Anybody got any questions on the topic or anything? We got 7 minutes and 30 seconds left. You guys know I try to keep it going to an hour because people come in late. People have questions. People just want to know about anything that I can respond to. But yeah, like, oh shoot, my fault. We were supposed to do a little Tinder searching too. But I guess we already 52 minutes in. I guess I'll do some quick Tinder searching because I'm going back to Miami next week, but I'm going on Thursday. And like I said, I'm going somewhere. I may be going somewhere international, but I'm not telling anyone where I'm going until I get there because I just don't want to do it this time because I want to make sure I get there before I say it. Yeah, let's let me share the screen again. Might have to go a little bit over. We do some Tinder searching in Miami because that is where I'm going next Thursday after work. And normally I go on Friday, but updates available. Click here for updates. Not right now. Let's see. Normally I go on Friday, but I'm going on Thursday this week because I took off Friday. Let me see my questions. Got killed in Punta Cana, making sure to bring the insect. Fresh and I are tapped in for next week. Definitely. Ain't shooting up nothing. Still a few years of ain't shooting up nothing. Still got a few years of sponsorship with Trojan. If it break, it's just meant to be. Oh hell no. But I'm not trying to fall in a situation, situational talk concerning the kid. And it definitely limits you a lot, man. Do you pay cash for your properties? No. Not in the States. Not in the States. Because the way the interest rate is so low right now. I think the highest interest rate I have is for my Miami property. And that's because I just bought it last year. And my interest rate for Miami property is 3.5%. No, 3.6%. But My interest rate for my other properties are 2.8 and I think 3.0 or 3.25. But no, I don't pay cash for any of my properties. But when I go overseas to Mexico to get my international property, yeah, definitely. Damn, sis looks fine. Yeah, I gotta keep swiping. Did you know? Did you wait? Do you in? Oh, wait a minute. Did you in know where the mansions are in? Oh, do I know where the casas are? No, I don't know where the casas are, but I want to shout out Barber World TV because Barber World TV has been to Cartagena. He knows a lot more about that than me. So you might be able to ask Barber World TV on YouTube, or ask who is somebody else that knows too. Yeah, yeah, Barber World TV is a good start. Royal Walker, I'm curious. Are the women really 9s and 10s in Colombia? Let me swipe a little bit. Whew. Wait a minute. Let me swipe a little bit. Let me make sure it's not a Bangkok. Yep, knew it. Bangkok too. Let me get to that. Nope, Bangkok, probably Bangkok. I always get all these matches in Bangkok, man. See that? Let's see. All right. I'm curious, are the women really 9s and 10s in Colombia from LA and we have a bad Mexican women? Here's the thing about Colombia. And here's in Colombia. In Colombia, the women are, the way they look, in my opinion, are going to be a +1 from the United States. So when I say a +1 from the United States, meaning a 5 in Colombia is like a 6 in the United States. A 7 in Colombia is like a 6 in the United States. I'm gonna fall. A 5 in Colombia is like a 4 in the United States. A 6 is a 7 in you know what I'm saying? So are there a lot of 9s and 10s? I'm going to say not really a lot of 10s, but I'm going to say that there are a lot of 8s and 9s in Colombia. Yes, and they will be 10s in the United States, but it's from in my worldly aspect view, there are a lot of 8s and 9s in Colombia, not as many 10s. Do they have magnums in Cartagena? I don't think so, bro. And honestly, yo, here's one thing a lot of people won't tell y'all. Here's the one thing a lot of people won't tell y'all. When you go, before you go to anywhere around the world, buy your condoms in the United States. Buy your condoms in the United States. The reason why you want to buy your condoms in the United States is because one thing I've noticed from going to Costa Rica, to Brazil, to Dominican Republic, to Colombia, to Dubai. One thing I've noticed is that condoms run very small, and a lot of them are made out of cheap material and they rip in other countries. So I stopped using condoms that I bought in other countries and just got a big pack of condoms before I left the States, man. That's some good advice right there, fellas. Let's see. He said some baddies out there. I think the females in Medellin look better. Face-wise, possibly. Face-wise, definitely possibly. Smarling, damn. More or less. Shout out to Travel Addict in the building. Let me see. Testing restrictions. Right now, there's no COVID test needed for Colombia, to my knowledge. There's still a COVID test needed for Brazil, but there's no COVID test needed for Colombia. There's no COVID test needed for Mexico. There's no test needed for Costa Rica either. Fresh ain't lying about the condom. Yo, listen, bro. Or regulations. I don't think there's any curfew in Colombia. I don't think there's any curfew in Brazil or Costa Rica. Dominican Republic still has a curfew. I believe it's still like 11 o'clock in most places. But you can get more information on that from either Physiques or Flip Flop. Yeah, they know. Let me see. A lot of plastic in Colombia. I want to buy the property in the coast of Brazil, maybe Rio Salvador. That 5-to-1 ratio is beautiful, yes. No hurricanes. Yeah, it is. Brazil does get cold. In the wintertime, Brazil does get cold. So I don't want people to think that it never gets cold. It gets a little chilly. It gets about 50 degrees in the wintertime. I just don't know anyone who has property that they don't live in Brazil. I know some people that live in Brazil and have property there. I don't know anybody who doesn't live there full time and has property. So I don't know how that works. Yeah, definitely. I bet Peck Maroon Rebel got caliber. Yeah. Testing on regular, texting regular. Oh, okay. What's y'all crazy, man? We're gonna swipe a little bit more, fellas. Like I said, I'm going to Miami next Thursday. We're gonna swipe a little bit more, and then we'll head out and see what it is. I don't know why the matches now they be like, I don't know, it's just kind of cute. The matches be off so much. They like match me with all different areas from. I think most of them either be going to Miami, they put Miami the search area, or I like the fact it's like Mary J. Blige. Let's see. Let's do a quick yes or no's. No, yes, not yes, whatever. Yes. Yeah. She's not in the States. Hey, no. Argentina, okay, sure. No. John Hopkins, sure. Let's make sure it's not a dude. I mean, no fault. Gamer, she's lying. No. Yes. No. Sure, why not? No. Yes. No. ATL. Oh, she's in the ATL now. That's a no. That's all right, cool. Let's see. Curfew is now 1 a.m. Okay, that's cool. Porto Algo and Caribe in Brazil gets cold in July and August. Okay, I don't know what area. What's that? North Brazil. Fresh. Are you pulling these Colombian women off the street or using Tinder, IG, etc.? Everything above. All the above. I use Tinder. I don't use Colombian Cupid anymore, but I use Tinder, and a lot of times yo falo. Perdóname. Yo hablo español. Y es cuando tú even when you try a little bit, even when you try to speak a little bit of Spanish, you have a chance of getting one off the street or getting one off out of the club or something like that. They like that. There's actually videos on my vlogs where you'll see me talking to women. You might not hear everything, but you'll see me talking to women in the club and stuff like that. Colombia is overrun. I need a new spot. This is one thing I will tell you guys. I don't think this year I am going to Carnival in Colombia. This is not 100%, but it's 90%. I think this year, instead of going back to Barranquilla for Carnival, I am going to Rio for Carnival. And that's something I did want to mention. The other trip that I might be going on in October, I don't want to tell anybody for certain until I get there. But Rio for Carnival is on the agenda. It's on the agenda because I believe they're having Carnival this year. I think Barranquilla is having Carnival this year also, but I'm going to probably do Rio, Brazil for Carnival this year. 90% almost certain of that one. The 8s, 9s in the US are like 7 to 8. Wait, the 8s and 9s in the US are 7 to 8s in Miami, and would be 6s and 7s in Colombia. I don't know how that one works. South Brazil. Okay. All right, fellas. I appreciate everybody coming in, man. We went a little bit over our time. Quick swipes. Like I said, the last thing I just wanted to bring together and make sure everybody remember is always only give a woman 2 strikes. 2 strikes to her for her to show you that she's going to be a baby mom versus a good mother that's not going to cause you drama. Because you can't. I know guys. I don't know if anybody in particular, but women will mess you up so bad that you'll be ready to either commit suicide or just hurt somebody with the predicament they put you in, man. So just save it, fellas. If she gives you 2 strikes to show you that this ain't the one, don't go wrong. Even if you got the best pullout game there is in the world, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth the risk. Cause don't be on the Summer Jam stream. Let's see. Last questions are Rio trip coming up for the first time. That's gonna be dope. City gives me Miami vibes, but cheaper and no hurricanes. Can't stress enough. Weather seems that way. Yeah, definitely. Rio for Carnival is definitely the plan. Let me stop sharing this one. And best kept secret is Honduras. I actually met a Honduras girl in Mexico, and she was fun. Fax is broken. All right, y'all. It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why. Just check out the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.